Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Fab 5 Bridge Builders discussion at the 9th annual edition of Montecarlo Fashion Week, the official fashion event of the Principality of Monaco. My name is Celia Sears, and I am the CEO of Show Division, the #1 provider of backstage support and logistics on talk shows worldwide. Please let me introduce you to the co-host for the evening, Vogue Italia's Veronica Costanza Ward, who'll give you more information about the group we are both part of, which is bringing you this evening's discussion called WAMI. Welcome, Veronica, and please tell us everything you know.
Hi, thank you, Celia. I'm Veronica Ward. I'm an author and blog IT contributor and speaker for the Afro-Italian community. I would like to introduce the WAMI board and the project. We are made in Italy. Is today a work group of the National Chambers of Italian Fashion, which has 7 professionals from the world of Black Italian excellences in different sectors, from fashion to entrepreneurship to journalism, from communication to the economy or to the anthropological and social research. It is a complete and close-knit group with an important and complex goal, which is to eliminate every form of discrimination against the Black community, its individuals members at all levels, of whatever origins, religion, or cultural background, starting from the common sector they belong to, the great world of fashion as a whole, the complete length of the supply chain from production to communication. The WAMI work group, founded by Stella Jean, Edgar Bunkanan, and Michelle Francine Nomo, and now counts the participation of the president of the Camera Nazionale della Moda Italiana, Carlo Capasa, and 4, as we said, other professionals. As presented in September and in February, this Fab 5 We Are Made in Italy event, one of the many projects of the group, which will be constantly developed with the presentation of new creative talents supported by the Italian fashion houses, which concretely wants to go from words to fact in terms of inclusivity. So I'm happy to have our 5 talents here today, sharing their experience and their journey with WAMI and Camera della Moda Italiana. So Celia, I give you back the floor to introduce the panel.
Thank you very much, Veronica. WAMI, Afro Fashion Week Milano, and the Camera Moda Italiana are all in part responsible for the evolution and success of the 5 Afro-Italian designers that you see here with us today, that we have the honor of speaking with actually this evening. So on the panel, let me just introduce to you who we have. Fresh off of their great success this past Milan Fashion Week, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the Fab 5. So let's start off with Como-based in Italy, Giselle Claudia Nzama, who creates the line called Claudia, Giselle, and Nzama. Do you want to just give us a wave? Giselle, do you hear us? Just so everybody knows who you are, can you see us? She is in the blue top with the flowers. Next we have Fabiano from Fabriano, Italy, based, Frida Chiesa, who creates the line Frida Chiesa. Frida, if you could just wave so the audience knows who you are. There we go, perfect, excellent. And next we have from San Mauro Pascoli in Italy.
Eccomi, ciao a tutti.
Based there is there we
Hello.
go. Karim,
Hello, ciao.
who created amazing footwear and accessories brand by his name, Karim Daoudi. Also from Parma, Italy, based there is Joy Meribe, who creates a line called Joy Meribe. If you can just give us a wave, Joy, so we know who you are. And last but not least, Rome-based Mokodu, with his line, and if you can just give us a wave and let us know.
Oh, hi, hi, good evening.
Directly to the question. Veronica, would you like to start off with the first question?
Yes, okay. Thank you, Celia. I have a question. Each one of you can answer. Can you describe briefly your journey to arrive in the design fashion world?
Can I go
Anyone can
first?
start. I don't know who wants to start.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, let me go first. Originally, I'm from Nigeria. I graduated in foreign languages and literature in Nigeria before transferring to Italy. In Italy, I studied for a master's in international business at Reggio Emilia here in Italy. And from there, I became a business consultant. And from there, since I was working freelance, I had a lot of time on my hands. I started writing a blog about Afro fashion, African fashion, and fashion designers. And I was posting their pictures. And people started asking me how much the clothes went for. And actually, the clothes were not to be sold. I was just enriching my blog with pictures of successful African designers from Africa. And I just thought, since I loved fashion a lot, that could be a business idea. But I didn't like going into something I didn't have control over. And that was how I registered in fashion school and started studying pattern making and fashion design. And that is how in 2017, I founded my brand, which originally was called Modaf Designs, but I changed it to Joy Meribe, just like my name, this February. And that's it. In 2018, my brand became a business. So, and till now, here we are, and enjoying the ride every bit of the way.
Celia, do you have another question for them?
Absolutely. We can start off with, maybe I can direct this question to someone. Let's start with maybe Mokodu, I'll ask you this. How much do your roots, background inform your creative process?
Sometimes it's very difficult to explain, because you know, when you see, you understand exactly, because I'm using always my legacy, African heritage, like musician or animals, to introduce in my fashion. But before, I was an artist painter, and right now also I'm doing the two things together, art and fashion. And I just bring art on fashion. But with art, I started a long time ago, 1996, and I do many exhibitions around here in Europe and in Africa. And I continue with art, and I just bring art inside the clothes, the dress. Yeah, it's this idea is coming. But my first experience is with Afro Fashion Week. They give me the first opportunity to try this experience, and now I'm a designer, and I'm working full time with painting and clothes.
Fantastic, and you do beautiful work. Thank you very much.
Thank you to you too. Thank you so much.
I have
Veronica?
a question for Claudia, maybe, and I wanted to ask you, Claudia, if you'd like, what does the WAMI mean to you, and what was the journey with WAMI? I don't know if Claudia can hear me. Claudia?
Sì. Hello.
Hello, Claudia?
Yes.
Can you answer the question, or you want it for me to ask the question in Italian?
In Italian.
Ok.
Thank you.
Esatto, che cosa significa e ha significato per te WAMI nel tuo percorso? E com'è stato questo percorso fino ad oggi?
Allora, per me, WAMI in Italy è stata una bellissima esperienza e già io ringrazio Michel Francingono e Edouard Delajean e Camera della Moda, nel senso che noi giovani designer africani, in Italia soprattutto, è stata un'opportunità di poter far vedere il nostro talento all'Italia e anche a tutto il mondo, e soprattutto dare anche la forza a quelli designer africani che verranno dietro di noi o che stanno adesso studiando la moda, perché purtroppo la moda è sempre stata vista che non è fatta per gli africani, mentre questa opportunità cioè, è un modo di lanciare, è un modo di far capire a tutti che no, anche se siamo africani, siamo capaci di fare la moda, siamo capaci di fare anche come gli occidentali. Quindi ci ha portato anche la visione, ci ha portato nuovi progetti, ci ha portato dei contatti, cioè imparare ad entrare nel mondo professionale della moda.
Thank you, grazie Claudia, grazie molte.
Grazie.
Credo che nessuno metta in dubbio in ogni caso il talento presente sul suolo africano in qualunque stato, quindi credo che questa sia una cosa che ormai è, diciamo, risaputa e quindi non credo ci sia una differenza, forse è proprio questo che vogliamo dimostrare, cioè che il talento c'è e il talento di diversa origine anche a livelli diversi, ma all'inizio c'è in tutti i paesi, quindi assolutamente l'Africa non è assolutamente un paese indietro da questo punto di vista, anzi, questo quindi vale per tutti voi. Grazie. Silvia.
Thank you very much. Grazie. So I'll do a question in Italian. Also, this is for Karim. Karim, preferisci in italiano, no? O possiamo fare in inglese?
Eccomi, in italiano, esatto.
Ok, perfetto.
Grazie.
Pensando dell'opportunità che hai avuto durante la settimana della moda di fare proprio una sfilata, ma qual è cambiato la tua visione della moda, visione della come funziona la struttura anche proprio del tuo brand? Ha cambiato la tua visione dopo quell'esperienza?
Praticamente l'esperienza che ho avuto nel Fashion Week mi ha dato la possibilità di aprirmi anche al mondo, di vedermi in tutti i giornali del mondo, quindi altre gente che ho conosciuto, che veramente dopo danno sempre la possibilità al mio brand di emergerci in tutto il mondo. E quella è il mio sogno, è quello di far arrivare il mio brand in tutto il mondo. E il Fashion Week Milano mi ha dato questa possibilità, ovviamente, di emergersi.
Ottimo, bravo, perché alla fine hai fatto un ottimo lavoro. Le cose che lo fai sono molto, molto ricercate, fatte benissimo.
Grazie, io ci metto sempre il cuore, perché la moda per me è il mio modo di trasmettere quello che sento, quello che vivo. Per me moda è questa.
Grazie a te, Karim. Thank you. Next to you,
Grazie.
Veronica, for the next question.
Okay, I have a question for Frida now, who has somehow a longer experience in the fashion sector. Um, what can you talk about what it means to be a Black creative in Italy? What it meant from your, from your in your journey, um, and how that was as being positive and negative.
Ciao, sono Frida, per cui, saluto a tutti e ringrazio prima di tutto che in questo momento che ci avete dato per poter esprimere le nostre idee e anche le nostre passioni. Ho i brand che vengo dal Burundi, ho fondato il mio brand nel 2016, quindi è abbastanza tempo che sono sul mercato della fashion. La mia esperienza sulla moda è stata un'esperienza bella, verissima, con la Fashion Week a Milano. Quindi abbiamo lavorato insieme ai ragazzi tutti e ringraziamo anche Michelle perché è riuscita a fare tante cose per noi, per darci la possibilità di essere vista, magari prima era più difficile. Adesso siamo riusciti anche a avere la visibilità nazionale e internazionale. Quindi su questa cosa che riguarda la moda, la nostra moda per me è la passione. Quando hai una passione, quindi dopo passi anni, magari fai tante cose, perché io sono laureata in medicina, e dopo alla fine ritorni sempre a fare ciò che hai sempre piaciuto e quella la moda è sempre stata la mia passione, quindi alla fine adesso ho cominciato a realizzare i miei sogni e questa è una cosa che mi è piaciuto tanto.
Ho una domanda per te, che poi può essere girata anche agli altri. Qual è il tuo processo creativo e in che modo ti ispiri
La mia
ogni
ispirazione, cioè,
singola collezione?
è la filosofia della mia azienda, cioè la filosofia del mio brand, prima di tutto, è interpretare due mondi che a me mi sa cara, quindi che sia Africa ed Italia. Quindi nell'Africa cerco sempre di portare quel colore che ci dà la vita, mentre in Italia mi piace sempre interpretare lo stile italiano, l'arte italiana. Quindi tutto il mio brand è basato sull'arte italiana e i colori africani. Quindi è per questo che cerco di interpretare questi due mondi che a me è veramente cara e per questo che questo brand vuole riuscire a trasmettere questo amore per l'Africa, questo amore per l'arte italiana a tutto il mondo.
Questa è una domanda per tutti, quindi chi vuole, who wants to share his creative process with us, it's welcome.
Okay, I think I can answer that. My creative process is usually because I also trained as a pattern maker. After my designs, the drawings and everything to have an idea of what I want to do, I also create my patterns when I can do it alone because it's not always possible to do everything alone. I have some collaborators who are also pattern makers who help me also in doing that. And then we create the samples which we show during the fashion show. And then when we have other orders from there, we go into production. I have different companies here in Parma who are production companies who are also producing for different designers, big designers here in Emilia-Romagna. And I work with them for my production in different sizes. And that's what I do. And as for my inspiration, actually, when I see a fabric, sometimes it's the fabric that inspires me. And I kind of merge my colors because if you see my collections, you would actually know that I love colors. And I choose the colors of the season and use the brightest of them all, or maybe kind of mix it up in such a way that they are kind of lively. You know, even during the winter, I also like using colors. So that is where I bring together my origin and my style. And personally, I define my brand as Afropolitan, you know, the chic side of Africa. That's what I really, really want to do each time I produce my designs, because a lot of people expect that as an African designer, I would be more traditional. So, so I bring kind of Afro and cosmopolitan together to create something really beautiful.
Thank you. Celia.
That sounds fantastic. In terms of inspiration, it would be interesting to hear what inspires and moves all of you. You know, describing the creative process. So, say for example, for you, Mokodu, if you can tell us a little bit about your creative process. How does it work? What do you do?
Yeah, thank you. My creative process, I'm just continue because I start with painting, you know, because painting, when I do my canvas, I just start at the first time with one collection is Garden of Love. And Afro Fashion Week know me with Garden of Love. It's one mentality of international human being. And imagination when I dream, you know, and it's coming like this on my dream or something, bodies, color, the red, you also see the red, because when you see the canvas, you really understand my imagination. But it's something people like, and it's something me, to explain the world, you know, it's beautiful to be together. And also my second collection also is Africa, my roots. I'm always using animals because I'm very figurative on every work I do. And yeah, I always, with imagination, bringing some experience of my life or in my roots also. And yeah, it's this to bringing people, to showing people, to explain people exactly a little bit about Africa. And also, I'm a traveler. I'm moving in many countries, and I always mixing all these experience inside my work. And yeah, is this a little bit, some little thing about me? Yeah, this is little bit my art. And yeah, thank you so much. It's very difficult to explain because art, you know, it's coming. My inspiration coming along. Sometimes it's not something when I have the color, I'm just going like share imagination. But I always see the reaction of the people. It's something he bring me positive to continue. Yeah, this is a little bit about me.
Sounds fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much. Veronica, back to you.
I have a question for maybe Karim, but all of you. And it's I can, okay, I'll do it in Italian, in English, and then I'll translate it in Italian.
In
And
italiano.
sì, lo farò in tutte e due le lingue. Che
Grazie.
cosa, voi siete parte in questo momento storico, no? Parte di un momento storico all'interno del sistema moda italiano. E come ci si sente a essere protagonisti di questo cambiamento, di questo momento storico?
Tanta impressione addosso, soprattutto. È bello, è un momento fantastico per noi perché, sai, è sempre in qualsiasi momento, quello che è stato sempre in tutto il mondo è quello che attira molto l'attenzione all'inizio, e quindi siamo un esempio per una nuova generazione. Già, rimaniamo, comunque siamo entrati nella storia della moda italiana. È una cosa che l'ho sempre desiderato personalmente da piccola, da quando sono entrato in questo mondo della moda. Perciò è bello, molto molto bello. Però noi dobbiamo essere anche esempio per i giovani designer o i brand, nuovi brand che arriveranno dopo. Quindi abbiamo tanto da fare.
Grazie.
Grazie.
Grazie. If someone else wants to share with us his feelings or thoughts about this being in the historical moment in the fashion system in Italy in 2021, 2020 started. Se qualcuno ha qualcos'altro da aggiungere di come si sente al centro di un cambiamento di questo momento.
Yeah, it's really something. Sometimes it's a bit surreal, right? And being recognized and being taken seriously, and also being able to work with professionals in the fashion world. I've been following Stella Jean for so many years. I've been telling Michelle, the president of Afro Fashion, that I would love to meet Stella Jean, and poof, she's one of the mentors of the project. And I remember the first time I saw her, I was so starstruck that I couldn't even ask for a picture with her. And then I met Edward, working with him, being surrounded by these professionals, having them at my beck and call it's really very something special. Working with him, thinking on my feet, learning that I could design something in a certain way, and when it comes to the production, maybe because of time or limits of whatever, I could just think fast on my feet, come up with something to replace, some of my appliques. And that was really very wonderful. Being able to have access to these type of professionals in the fashion world, and then being in Galerie Lafayette, Dubai, right? And being recognized by people who write me to tell me how much they love my designs. It's really very special. I don't think I would have had that type of exposure and recognition if it wasn't for the project of WAMI. And I'm really very grateful to be part of it.
Thank you very much. Celia.
Okay, I think we're coming up to our last question. And when we on the same idea of the future in terms of you've had this amazing opportunity with WAMI, and this goes to all of you as well. What are your dreams for the future? If you had, se voi avete una bacchetta magica, 5 anni da adesso, come sarà i vostri sogni per il futuro? So what are your dreams for the future? Maybe we could start with, I think it's Giselle or Fabiola next.
Posso?
Fabiola, go ahead.
Ok.
Vado?
Ok.
Allora, sinceramente il mio sogno è sempre di continuare a far vedere al mondo, a tutto il mondo, il mio saper fare, lavorare, perché io sono un amante dell'alta moda, andare più avanti, cioè più in alto da quello che sono adesso, sia come forse un brand personale o allora lavorare per un gran brand. E sì, per me sarebbe una cosa molto molto piacevole far vedere ancora di più di quello che ho fatto vedere fino ad adesso.
Ottimo, ottimo.
Grazie.
Ok.
Posso dire l'ultima parola?
Certo.
Certo. La mia visione tra 5 anni e il mio desiderio è creare una tendenza mia nel campo della moda. Farmi conoscere come sono, capito? E fare arrivare il mio pensiero nella moda, il mio punto di vista e condividerlo con tutto il mondo, soprattutto con tutte le donne del mondo. Faccio scarpe da donna.
È giusto, è giusto. Grazie. Anche le scarpe che non sono un dettaglio per noi donne.
Certo. Mentre a me la mia visione fra 5 anni, spero di fare di più di quello che ho già fatto, spero. quindi a crescere con gli altri e poi dare anche ispirazione ai ragazzi nuovi che verranno per dire se questi ce l'hanno fatto, anche noi ce la faremo. Quindi dobbiamo dare l'esperienza, anche la voglia di continuare a tutti quei ragazzi che magari sognano di fare la moda. Quindi dobbiamo dare un esempio che ispira anche agli altri ragazzi di poter fare quello che abbiamo fatto, che già noi siamo tanto in alto a vedere quello che ha fatto la Camera della Moda e Afro Fashion per noi. Quindi possiamo solo ringraziare anche a Siria che ci segue sempre per truccare le modelle. Quindi anche questo è sempre una cosa che noi dobbiamo continuare a lavorare insieme a tutti e crescere. Quindi il nostro augurio è di crescere più di quello che siamo adesso.
Bravi, bravi. Poi, you know what, before we wrap up, we actually have one of the senior members, one of the founding members of the WAMI Association, which is Edward Buchanan. Edward, are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Hello, my dear. Great to see you. Listen,
Hi, guys.
We could not close out the show without a final word from you. Just in terms of the impact, what can you give me or give the audience a sense of the impact of this kind of an initiative, of this kind of a project, and what it means here in Italy, and what it can also mean to the world?
I think, well, first of all, I'm so proud of everyone that's here on this page and everyone else that was involved in this project, and we know how special and important of a step this is for us personally, but also in terms of a sign for a multicultural Italy. So we know that when we first started this project, it was somehow a long shot because we've always existed in this industry, somehow invisible within the Italian fashion system. So, you know, the initial stages of putting this together, we wanted to create, yes, a voice for us. We wanted to have the response be based on strength and merit and not a favor. And so we've somehow reached this. You know, we're moving slowly, but we somehow reached this. We've created this amazing and beautiful collective that it's 2 seasons in, but look at what we've done internationally, just in terms of press and also in terms of optimism. More importantly, it's not only what people are writing about us, it's what we're doing and how that will in return change the future of the face of Italian fashion. So, you know, whether someone has anything great to say about it or not from the outside, the most important thing is what we're creating on the inside, and collectively, this group of people here and everyone else that has joined us internationally is just an incredibly beautiful thing. So the future, we have long legs. We're fighting. We are mobilizing. We are encouraging. The future for us is going to be bright, and I'm just so proud and so happy to see creatively the Fab Five from when we first met them to now is amazing. You know, it's amazing what we've created collectively and the new group as well. So I'm just ecstatic, and it's one of my proudest moments of all the things that I've done. I have to say, really, it's one of my proudest, and it's an honor to be working with everyone in this collective. So we're super excited. More.
Yes, we do. And I would like to take this occasion to thank Stella Jean for starting all this. She's not here, but and Michelle no more, of course.
Absolutely.
Edward was talking about, you know, the team and everything, and I think we should thank the work of the two, or the other.
Excuse me, Veronica, sorry, can I add something to what Edward said?
Of course you can. I don't know how much time we have left, but
Not just a few minutes. I wanted to also add this because before we met them, we weren't that visible as designers. And most of us, we kind of tried to contain ourselves and to contain budgets. But having the kind of platform that WAMI has created for us, that gave us the confidence to kind of open up and kind of dare much more, put in more budget, and also with the help of the Camera de la Moda for sponsoring the capsule collections for some of us, we're kind of able to open up our minds more because, you know, where this comes from, there is more and you have to expect more because as we move forward, we are still opening up, having the courage to kind of open our mind and design very fabulous things. And thank you, Edward. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Michelle, for this platform. Because as a designer, when you are kind of calm and collected and hopeful, it opens you up more for more creativity.
Without opportunity, we hit a big bang in the wall. So, you know, where there's opportunity, we have talent, we have skill, and collectively we build. So we need opportunity, we need focus, and we need respect. And this is what we're here for. Up and on, forward.
Thank you very much, Edward.
Thank you.
And I don't know how much time we have left. Celia, do you?
I think that the time is sort of is running out. I just wanted to say, running from May 14th to the 18th, Montecarlo Fashion Week is a platform promoting new emerging designers from all countries around the world, and proudly works as an incubator for new talents. We'd like to thank Montecarlo Fashion Week for this fantastic opportunity to have a chat with the Fab Five. And please stay tuned for other great events that during this edition. And this is the Resort Cruise Capsule Collections for Spring, Summer 2022.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Celia. Thanks, everyone.
Montecarlo Fashion Week.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Bye.